Hi everyone, welcome back to Mechatronics Lab. In Mechatronics Lab, today we'll perform the experiments on design and simulation of fluid power circuits as a part B experiments. In that, today we'll perform design and simulation of pneumatic circuit to control speed and direction of a double acting cylinder or double acting actuator. This experiment goes like this. First, we'll see what is the objective to perform this experiment. Then we'll see what is the software used to construct this ladder diagram and pneumatic circuits and to simulate, and what are the components required to construct all those things in a software. And next we'll see what is the ladder diagram and pneumatic circuit of double acting cylinder to control the forward and retract motion and control the speed. And next we'll see the procedure. In this I will show how to enter a ladder diagram and pneumatic circuit in a software and then how to simulate it in a software. Next, I will give a demo on how to create these things in a software. Finally, we will discuss the result. First, we will see what is the objective of this experiment. The objective is to design and simulate a ladder diagram for the forward and reverse movement of the piston in a pneumatic cylinder with speed control valve, and the output O1 and O2 of the PLC are to be connected to the forward and retract coil of the cylinder respectively to control the forward and reverse motion of the piston, and the flow control valve is used to control the speed of a piston movement. To achieve this one, you have to construct a ladder diagram and pneumatic circuit, and you have to interface with and you have to simulate and how it will work by operating a switch 1 and switch 2. Next, we will see what is the software used and components required to construct this ladder diagram and pneumatic circuit. The software used here, it is a Automation Studio, and the components required in Automation Studio to construct this ladder diagram and pneumatic circuits are electrical components such as PLC card, that is input card and output card, and switches we required, that is input switches, that is push button normally open switch or toggle normally open switch, and we required output components such as solenoids, and we required power source to drive all these things, that is 24-volt power supply and also 0-volt power supply. And next we will see what are the pneumatic components required. The pneumatic components, first we required an actuator. Here we are using a double acting cylinder, and next we required a 5/3 way normally closed double electrical control with spring return solenoid as a directional control valve. Next, we required a compressor, pneumatic pressure source and exhaust to supply the pressurized air into the DAC. And next, we required a flow control valve. In that, we are using a variable non-return throttle valve to control the speed of a piston in a cylinder. And next, we require some ladder symbols to construct the ladder diagrams. In that, we require rung, normally open contact, and coil. Next, we will see how this circuit will be operated. First, the double acting cylinder piston position can be controlled by using PLC. Here, the PLC were used to control the movement of a double acting cylinder, whether it is a forward motion or a reverse motion. And the 5/3 double solenoid direction control valve, that is DCV, is used, and the coils of DAC O1 and O2 are controlled by switches S1 and S2, which in turn connected to the PLC, and these switches are connected to the input card of the PLC. The switches S1 and S2 are connected to the input card of the PLC, and the solenoids, that is O1 and O2, are connected to the output card of the PLC. And here we require flow control valve, that is a variable non-return throttle valve is used to control the speed of a DAC while forwarding motion. Here I am using controlling the speed while during a forward motion. And the ladder diagram is constructed to extend and retract DAC. In the previous experiment, we constructed a ladder diagram to extend the motion of SAC, and retraction will be takes place due to spring action. But here, both extend and retraction is controlled by a ladder diagram by operating the two switches, that is S1 and S2, through the solenoid valve, that is O1 and O2. Next, we will see what is the ladder diagram. Here we require two rungs to control the movement. First rung is used to control the forward motion of the piston, and second rung is used to control the retraction motion of the piston. For that, we require two rungs. First, we have to insert this PLC input card and PLC output card, and then we have to insert a rung. In that, we have to create a two rungs. First rung is to for forward motion, to control the forward motion. That second rung is to for control the retraction motion. The two input contacts are used in each rung. That is, in first one it is switch 1, which is used to operate a O1, that is solenoid 1, which control the forward motion of the piston, and that switch 2 is used to control the retraction motion of the piston to solenoid O2. Here, for input 1 and input, we are connected to a push button switches, that is S1 and S2, and these two solenoid as a output kind, and 24 volt supply and 0 volt are given to the both input card and output card to operate the switches and outputs. This is a ladder diagram. See here, when you switch on the S1, the power goes to the first rung, and the open contact, that is first open contact will be, that is input 1 will be closed. As soon as it has been closed, the coil, first coil, that is forward coil, will be energized. As soon as this energized, this output one also get energized. Once this energized, the solenoid connected to this one also energized. In turn, this solenoid O1 is connected to a pneumatic circuit, that is forward coil. And in the same way, similarly, when you press a switch 2, that is S2, the second switch, that is it will be closed automatically, and it will energize the retraction coil, and it will energize the solenoid O2. This will controls the retraction motion of the piston. And next we will see what is the pneumatic circuit. Here we are constructed two pneumatic circuit. One is without flow control valve, another one is with flow control valve. First we will see without flow control valve. Here we are using a double acting cylinder, and this is a 5x3 way NC double electrical solenoid directional control valve. This is a compressor, this is a pneumatic pressure source, and this one is a exhaust. These are the two coils. This is a forward coil of the DCV, this is a retraction coil of the DCV. These two are solenoid, electrically operated solenoids. When we press S1 in a ladder diagram, this will forward coil will be energized and O1 will be energized. As soon as O1 is energized, this pneumatic circuit, the forward motion, it will get energized and it will move forward, and the pressure supply, the air will supplied with a pressure to this end, and it will move the piston forward direction. In the same way, when you press on the switch 2 in PLC, the solenoid coil, that O2 will be energized. That time this will get energized, and this will move the DCV in the leftward direction, and this will connect it to here, and the air will supply to with high pressure in this part, and it will push back the piston to backward. That motion is retract. In this way, we are controlling the pneumatic circuit, that is DAC movements, forward and retraction movements. Next, if you want to control the speed, you have to use the flow control valve. Here we are using a variable non-return throttle valve in a forward. That is, when it is in a forward motion, by varying the valve open, the amount of air supplied into a cylinder can be controlled. When a supply of air with a less amount, this speed will be reduced. If you want to high speed, you have to open the more amount of valve. Here by double clicking on this, we can open. I will show you in the demo. This is a pneumatic circuit with flow control valve to control the speed. Earlier one is only it will control the direction, forward direction, retraction motion of the piston. Here you can control both forward and retraction motion along with a speed. And next we will see what is the procedure to do these things in a Automation Studio. For that, in step 1, we have to open a Automation Studio software by clicking on Automation Studio icon on desktop. After opening it, we have to File and select a new project and press OK. Next, in step 3, we have to open library by selecting Open Library icon on Library Explorer window. That is the first icon in Library Explorer window. After this, all elements will be loaded, and then you have to first step, you have to, in a step 4, you have to insert a PLC input and output card into the sheet. For that, you have to go to Library Explorer window and select Electrical Control JIC standard. In that, we have to select PLC card. In that, we have to select PLC input output card and drag into the sheet. Once after placing the PLC input and output card, in the next step, you have to construct the ladder diagram. To construct a ladder diagram, go to Library Explorer window. In that, select a ladder for ABPLC. In that, first you have to select a rung and drag into the sheet. And then after placing a rung, we have to select a contacts and drag required contact, that is NO or NC, into the sheet. And in the same way, you have to select the coils to represent the output and drag required coil into the sheet. After placing contacts and coils, we have to name it. For first, we will click on a contact on the sheet, that is NO or NC element, select a variable assignment and select required inputs, that is IN1, IN1, IN2, IN3, etc. in a PLC input card to map or to tag the address. In the same way, we have to assign the variable to the coil. Click on the coil on a sheet and select variable assignment, select required outputs, that is out1, out2, and where we connected that output in a PLC card, output card. Next step, that is in step 6, you have to make electrical connections. For that, you have to go to Library Explorer window. In that, select Electrical Control JAC standard. In that, select a switches and drag required switch, that is either push button type or toggle one, into the sheet and name it by giving it as a switch 1, switch 2, or button 1, button 2, etc. After placing a switches, we have to place the output components like solenoid here. For that, drag required output components like solenoid, coils, etc. into the sheet and name it as a O1 or O2 or whatever name we require. And then you have to select a power source, drag power supply 24 volts and common 0 volts and connect wherever it is necessary. In next step, you have to construct the pneumatic circuit. For that, you have to go to Library Explorer window and select pneumatic, and in that you have to select first actuator, drag required actuator. Here that is a double acting cylinder into the seat. After placing a actuator, you have to select a which DCV we want. For that, go to directional valves, drag required directional valve, that is 5/3 way valves, into the seat and change the component properties by right clicking on that at 5/3 DCV to appropriate assign the solenoid tag name. Means for forward coil you have to assign a O1, for retract coil you have to assign a O2 by selecting a proper one. And then we have to select compressor, drag the compressor and pneumatic pressure source and place into a seat and then connect all those things. Next, you have to control the speed, you have to place a flow control valve. That is, in flow control valves, we have to select throttle valve. In that, drag required valve. Here it is a non-return throttle valve, variable non-return throttle valve. After creating all those things, next you have to save the project by giving a suitable file name in the specified location. Then you have to simulate the circuit and we have to see the output by operating the switches S1 and S2, control the DAC position, and also we can check the speed of the piston movement by changing the valve opening percentage. Next, I will show how to simulate these ladder circuits and pneumatic circuit in a Automation Studio. For that, go to desktop and double click on this Automation Studio icon which is installed in our computer. It will open, click on later, it will load. Now, this is the default window of Automation Studio. Next, you have to open a library by clicking on this open library icon in a library explorer window. Click on this one till go to this PC, means the installation folder of the Automation Studio. Go to C drive, go to program files, in that select Automation Studio, in that select library, in that main PRL select, click on open. Now it's loading all the elements. Now once after loading this one, and next you have to construct the ladder diagram first. To construct the ladder diagram, first you have to go to, first zoom it, make it percentage as visible, comfortable. Next, go to first electrical standard JSC standard. First we have to insert a PLC card. Go to electrical standard JSC standard, click on PLC card, select PLC input card and drag and place it on seat, and go to PLC output card, select and drag it on here. After placing input and output PLC cards, next you have to place a run. We have to construct a ladder diagram. For that, go to ladder for AB PLC in library explorer window. Select ladder for AB PLC. In that, click on Zang. Select this one and place it here, and adjust the size here in between these two. Adjust by dragging this one. Next, you have to construct the rungs. Here we require two rungs. First one you have to place. To first one is for to activate the solenoid forward coil, and second one to activate the solenoid for retract coil. For that one, first click on contacts under AB for PLC. Select examine if closed and place it here, and then you have to place the coils. Select output energize under coils and connect here, and then connect these two. Maximize it, connect these two. Then construct the second run for reverse motion. For that, again go to contacts under ABPLC. Select one more open contact, place it here, and select one more coil in coil and join these two. After placing contacts and coil, you have to name it. You have to tag the address. See here, first this open contact, first one we are termed as a switch one. We are connecting into a input one in a PLC input card. For that, go to here, go to variable assignment, select input one, apply OK, and go to coil, output coil, double click on that, go to variable assignment and connect it into a output one by selecting it. Click on apply, close. Similarly, you have to name, address the, assign the variable into the second run components. That is select into, that is input 2. Select here, click on apply, close. Here also double click on that one, select output 2, apply, close. Once after assigning the variables to contacts and coils, we have to give a name for that one. For that, click on, double click on that contact, go to displayed information, tick the comment and type it. That is a switch 1. Switch 1, apply, close. Select that switch 1 and place wherever it required. The same way, select, double click on output coil, go to displayed information, tick on comment, type, that is forward. This is the coil for forward motion, apply, close. Select that forward text and place it wherever you required. In the similar way, second run components also you have to give a name, that is comment. Select that one and click, this is a switch 2 for retraction. Apply, close, and select that switch 2 and go to here. Next, similar way, output coil, select comment, this is for retraction. Apply, close, select that retraction and place it wherever we require. This completes radar run. Next, you have to insert the electrical component to power these things. And for that, go to electrical control JSC standard. Select switches. First, you have to place the switches. Here, we require two switches. One for to operate forward motion, next one for retraction motion. For that, go to electrical control JSC standards, click on switches, select a push button normally open and place it beside the PLC input card and give a tag number as S1. Okay. The similar way, you have to take another push button, place it there and give a tag name as S2. Okay. Then wire these two input 1, switch 1 to input 1 and switch 2 to input 2 and place it wherever we require. This is for naming. And a similar way, we have to place the output components. Here we are using solenoid as a output coil. Place two solenoids. For that, go to output components under electrical control JSC standard. Select a solenoid and place it here. This is O1, capital O1 for actuating the forward motion. And similarly, place another more solenoid for retraction. Give a tag name as capital O2, press OK and move that names into a visible place. After adding input and output components, you have to give a power source to here. For that, go to power sources under electrical control JSC standard. Select 0 volts common volts and both input cards. And then select 24 volts and place it. Here we required for input buttons 2 and for output buttons you require 24 volt power supply and go select here and place it here. This power source. See here. Then after placing this, wire these things to respected ports like this. Just drag and drop the red to red circle to red circle. While doing this connection, very careful. It won't connect sometimes due to mouse movement. Like this, you have to connect. Escapes, click on here and click here. Delete it, connect properly. Like this, for input switches also you have to connect 24 volt. Like it. This completes ladder run creation. Once after completing this ladder creation, you have to construct the pneumatic circuit to operate. For that one, drag, slide down and go to pneumatic in library explorer window. Place first you have to place the actuator. Here we require double acting cylinder. Click on that one. Select the double acting cylinder. This one. Or here two things are there. Go to first double acting cylinder only and select double acting cylinder and place it here. After placing actuator, you have to place the directional control valve. Here we require 5/3 valve NC. For that, go to 5/3 way valves under directional valves and click on that one. Select this first one, that is 5/3 way NC double electrical solenoid control and place it here. Once after placing a actuator and DCV, next we have to place the compressor for power source, that is pressure source, and for this one place pneumatic pressure source under here on compressor and motors. Then we required one exhaust, that sorry, two exhaust symbols. For that, go to pneumatics under flow lines and connections, select a exhaust, place it two times. And now after placing all these things, you have to wire them. First, I will show pneumatic circuit without flow control. First, I will show only controlling of position of the piston. Then later, I will show how to control the speed by inserting the flow control valve. After placing all those things, connect those things. Connect this port to here and this to here and this to this port, that is exhaust port, this to this port, and connect this port to this one. And then after connecting all these things, you have to assign the variables for forward coil and retract coil. This is a forward coil, this is a retract coil. For that, double click on this one and select O1 here. Very careful while selecting, both are listed, you have to select O1, apply, close. And same way for retraction coil also, click on this one and select O2 here. By default it will select first one, select O2. Here also you have to select this O2, where question marks will be there in the tag name, select that one and let's O2, apply, close. See here. Now it's complete. If you want to labeling this one, you have to go to text, that is a toolbar here, insert text and select here and place it here wherever required and type the double acting cylinder. Likewise, we can place a required text on a circuit, double acting cylinder. Next, once after completing this, I will show how it is working. Now for that one, go to minimize, that is make it 75% and see here. This is a PLC, this is a pneumatic circuit, that is double acting pneumatic circuit. Here when you press F1, this forward coil will be activated and in turn it will energize the solenoid coil O1 and this will energize this DCV forward coil and it will move forward and the fluid will be, that is fluid means that air will be supplied with the high pressure to the piston this end and it will force the piston to move forward. And when you press the O2, the DCV will move backward and the air will supply to this end and this will press the or push back the piston into a backward, that is a retraction motion. I will show demo for simulation. First for simulation, go to normal simulation, that is green color ball icon, click on that one. Now I will show, now air is supplying. First click on S1, I will show forward motion. See, when you select this, piston is moved forward. See, when you release this one, it won't retract back. For retraction, you have to click the S2. See, now it is retracting. Like that, we can control the movement of piston, whether forward movement or backward movement. See, like this. Means when you operate the S1, this switch 1 contact will be closed and this forward coil will be energized and it will energize the solenoid 1 O1, that is in turn supply the power to the DCV solenoid operated and this will move forward and it will supply the air with a high pressure to this end and it will move the piston forward. And when we press the S2, this switch 2 will be activated and it will energize the retraction coil and it will get in turn energize the solenoid 2, that is O2, and it will get supply the power to the DCV and it will supply the air to this end and it will push back the piston to its original position, that is retraction motion. I will show once again. See, I will press S1 now, the piston will be moved forward. See, it is. When you press the S2, it will move backward. See, this can be seen in this slow motion simulation. I will click on slow motion simulation. See here, it will move slow. It will get, now it is extending when you press the S1. The same way when you press S2, it will get back, means that is a retraction motion. See, like this. Then stop the simulation. Now, this is the controlling of forward and retraction motion. Next, you have to control the speed while doing a forward motion. For that, you have to add a one flow control valve to this end. For that, go to flow control valve, delete this line, connection line, and you have to place a flow control valve. Cut this one and select a flow control valve. Go to throttle valves under pneumatic. Select non-return variable, non-return throttle valve, and place it wherever we require, and connect these two in between supply to cylinder. See this one. Here, if you double click on this one, here it is show valve opening. Now it is opening is 50%. I will check here. Now, see when you simulate this one, see when you press, the piston will move fast and it will retract back. You have to control the forward speed. Means here it is with high speed it is moving forward, and you have to control by that way it will retract back. Next, to reduce the speed, you have to go to stop and double click on this valve and reduce the speed, opening speed. For that, I will give 1%, apply, close. Next, you will see, I will observe now the speed. See, this is slow. Compared to earlier, now it is very slowly, it is moving forward. We are adding only valve into the forward direction. If you want to control the retract speed, you have to add valve into this side. Like this, we can vary the valve opening side and we can control the speed. After this one, you have to save this one file, save project, select a suitable path and give a name, that is double acting DAC with flow control valve FCV. Save and close the one. Like this, we can construct a PLC and pneumatic circuit and control the movement and speed of a pneumatic circuit using switches in a PLC. Next, we will see the result. The result is the pneumatic circuit and corresponding ladder diagram is constructed to simulate the DAC piston movements and to control the speed. We shown with a simulation also. Thank you.